Alright folks, you've seen it. 2006 Ford Taurus pushrod flex fuel engine with a complaint of no AC and it's supposed to be hot. So we got to get it fixed ASAP. Otherwise we're not going to get the job. So I told the lady bring it right down through the gauges on it here real quick so I kind of get a idea as to what we're going to be dealing with, whether it's an empty system or mechanical problem, electrical performance issue, whatever. Hooked the gauges up and it appeared to have a good static charge on it given the cold temperatures this morning. Reached in with the old screwdriver like we've done in other videos, hit the clutch, and there was some dust and dirt and squawking and stuff carrying on at first. The clutch is pretty wobbly on there, like the clutch face isn't, parallel with the hub. I don't know if it's broke a rivet or what the deal is, but it's pretty weak. The magnet feels kind of weak. The more I've clicked it on, the better it seems to be working, but I think this is just your classic clutch problem. Something going on there. Compressor seems to work. I don't think we need to get too excited and go tossing a compressor at it, but I'll see if I can get us a new clutch hub, bearing, that kind of stuff. See what it takes to fix this old beast. Alright, well, first thing first, we got to pull the refrigerant out of it. I'm not 100% sure if we have to remove the compressor, but in case we do, we'll pull the refrigerant out of it. That way we don't have to screw around with that. I'm pretty sure we got to take the whole thing off. It sits about this far away from the frame, so I don't think there's any way to get in there and just remove the compressor clutch, like through the wheel well, through the wheel opening or anything like that. It appears that perhaps if we pull the cooling fans out, we might be able to unhook the compressor and fidget it around enough to do what we have to do, or maybe we'll just take it right out so we can do it on the bench. Would probably be the most sensible thing. So let's get at it. First thing first, we want to put on some gloves. Nobody wants car cooties. Looks like it's done recovering. Took out 1 pound and 13 ounces. So I don't know how much this holds, but it can't be much more than that. What's it say here? It holds 0.96 kilograms. So whatever that converts to pounds. I don't know. Not a mathematician, folks. Alright, next we'll, like I said, we're going to yank the fans out of this thing. There you go, just ripping stuff off. See if we can't just slide this little fuse box up off here. Come on, you jerk. There. That exposes some... Are you kidding me? I don't know if you can trust the guy who can't keep a fuse box cover on here. That's what they say. There, okay. Let's try this again. Looks like maybe just one bolt holding these fans on these old Fords, maybe. Squeak it in, it's over there, yep. Not sure how you get the fan connector off. Well then, looks like I might grab an 8mm. Yeah, it looks like only one bolt on that fan, at least one that we can see. Grab some pulls. Got my backup air ratchet here. The other one is on its way to California, my little Astro. Because I broke it. It's completely my fault too. So it's out getting fixed. This one screw, I'll be darned. Got this big jabroni here on the power steering. Gotta tweak that down a little bit. There. Gotta give us some room. See about getting that connector undone. A little peck.
stuff over here. Come on, little fella. Well, having a little bit of a difficult time this morning here, folks. This little Christmas tree fastener here. See if I can't wiggle it. When in doubt, just wiggle it. Oh my God. Hands don't work. Get the proper tool for the job. I feel like a monkey. Of course, I really don't know what monkeys feel like, but I'm just gonna cry. I'm just gonna cry. Can't grab the right tool the first time. There. That was my best monkey voice. Push in. Okay. Alright, so just real quick, just take your fan out. Set that down. This little guy should just slip right on out. Piece of cake. Alright, let's I gotta get a bolt tray before we start losing stuff here. So it looks like we just gotta do the same thing here. A little deja vu, we call it. We gotta do some deja vu. Get these little plastic clips worked out of there. See if we can do that without breaking them all off. Or the fan or anything there. We don't want to break. Come on, little guy. So there's that. Then the wiring clip. Get our big meat nuggets going there. We're gonna have to get a big pick. My hands feel weak today. It's one of those days, a weak-handed day. You gotta push in on the release tab. And get it out so you'll see this little guy through the fan. It's the only opening they give you. You reach in and push down. On the contrary to what you would think is to pull up. Ford's always had that funky connector that says push. So we've got that. Got the bolt we can't get to, right? Power steering line's in the way, which we tweaked down. So we'll leave that tweaked down. Oh. Grab an 8 short, see if we can get over that. Come off there. This thing has got like a hair trigger on it. That, just like the Astro, that thing's got a hair trigger. Okay. I think we'll have to slip this one to the side. That's why we took the other one out, so we can get this one out. There she is. Take and tie this fuse box back out of the way so we ain't tugging on that thing the whole time. See if we can pop the belt off. So I got a wrench on the belt tensioner here. Let's see if we can't just flick it off the AC compressor. This is snaked through here pretty good on everything else, so we can just loosen it up off this AC compressor, leave it on everything else. There we go. I think we've got enough slack down there now. That belt's loose, we can get that out of there. And then we've got to take the what they call it, AC manifold, I guess it would be. We've got your high and your low pressure, your suction and your discharge on the back of the compressor. I suppose we can take and cut that loose. Looks like a 10 millimeter that holds that on. And a 13 or so on the other stuff there. Oop, we ain't using that. We gotta see if we can get this clutch wiring off here. Just reach down here with a pick, maybe. There's just a tab on the bottom. Oh, look at that. Well, that was easy. So that's off. So now we've got looks like 4 bolts. Can't see this oxygen sensor wiring down here. That might be in the way. And obviously we've got the drive belt. Alright, let's see if we can get them bolts off. It appears that this O2 sensor should be moved also, in my opinion. I just think this is going to be in our way when we try to get that compressor off. Let's see if we can get this thing cracked loose. Get my wrench back here on the right side. If it'll come loose easy, we'll take it out, because I think that'll buy us some room. Come on, little buddy. Wow. I better get some bigger tools. Try this. You got a long hand on it. Usually crack these suckers loose and they'll spin right out by hand. May not be the case here. Yep. There. There, she'll spin right out now. This compressor busted loose. Yeah, I get on that one with a ratchet. And it's 2 out of 4. Feel that other one down here. Give me around here. There you little fella. Come on. All right. Here's a bracket. Oh, okay, the O2 sensor bracket. I don't know what you guys, I ain't got a clue what you can see down there, but it appears this, the bolt, the furthest forward bolt, has AC, or has the O2 sensor harness bracket on it. So we got one more bolt up here at the top, but can't get the air ratchet on it. So we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Like they did back in the days. I have to use a ratchet. Maybe. It's got a training cooler line or something in my way. No, that one broke loose. I'll spin that out by hand. I'll see if we can weasel this thing up out of here. That one looks like it has a bracket on it too for the wiring. Alright, so I have to keep that in mind. We're going to have to pull it out a little bit here, get it off the block. It's probably got a dowel pin or something on it, I imagine. Most compressors do. little screwdriver here. Oh yeah, she's loose. We're going to have to pull it back a little bit to get that wiring harness off that top bolt. Man, I'm like extremely shaky today. Maybe I should go get something to drink. Okay, so now we got to pull the bolt out. Oh, I'm so gonna forget that going back in. Set that to the side. Come on. I can't squeeze the damn thing. Come on. The wiring's all freaking tangled up around the bottom of it here. Pass it along all the way to the driver's side. And then up and out. Easy. Alright, well, they sent us up a brand new clutch. Got a magnet. Got our idler. Looks about the same. Connector looks the same. What else we got here? Snap ring and bolt. We got some shims. And we've got our new clutch face. So the thing that has me concerned about this is the air gap on this. Obviously it's an air gap issue, we know that because we can push it and everybody's happy, but it's not even all the way around. So I have a fear that this clutch face, you know, it just isn't even. I don't know if the spring tension on it's wearing, whatever. So we're not just gonna pull this one off and shim it. We're just gonna pull it off and replace it. These parts are pretty inexpensive in the big picture compared to the compressor. So let me grab a hose. Let me get some hose. Oh, there's that. Size is that little guy there. It's not that size. Maybe it's this size. An 8. That came right off. Got a little blue Loctite on it. Ooh. Crusty. Crusty. We've got a snap ring. Ooh, you know what? I got some new snap ring tools. Where are they? Where are them little fellas? Here they are. Look at this. Tool review. Right out here, got these babies from Astro. Imagine that. Whoa, my gosh. Haven't even opened them yet. There's our warranty card. Don't forget to fill that out. Send it in. Important notice. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody reads that stuff. So what do we got? Handy little bag. Well, these are pretty nice. What ones are we going to need though? Let's see. We need the squeezer opener ones. Look at those. Alright. See if they work. Let's see if they claim they do everything they say they do. Yep, they take snap rings off, just like they claimed. Look at me shake. Man. I had one cup of tea today. Let's get out the air hammer. Or just man up. So there's our two clutch faces. Double crusties. And then we've got this little guy, which I believe, I'm not an expert here, that is just pressed on.
It doesn't tell us in the directions, I believe so. I don't know, probably. Separate electrical connections, if applicable. Remove clutch wire, remove field coil snap ring, retaining the field coil. Well, I think this is a generic instruction, because we have no field coil retaining snap ring. Number 13 in our diagram. Well, those are about useless. So this one is a press fit. I really kind of want to use the air hammer for something here. We could probably give that a little toot and that'll come right off. Shaft seal looks good. I don't see any goo around that. So I'd say we give this a little burp and she'll pop right off, I bet. Of course, anything will pop off when you're using Big Nasty. She's the meanest thing around. Let's give her a little toot here, see if that comes off. I don't want to hit my AC machine just a minute. I can just see bad things happening here. Huh? Look at that. Nothing to it. So that baby's off. There's your old field coil. There's all that. I don't know if there's probably shim up in there. Take that out, save that. Put that in our arsenal of shims, in case we ever need to just re-shim one. We've got them in our little kit. Usually we're not adding shims to them though. Probably one thing you should know is the field coil can go on one of 4 directions. So don't just go willy-nilly. It's got to... Oops. Great, now it says void. We just voided all the warranties. It's got to go in one of these notches, so you have to know which way it was facing. So I hope you guys paid attention. Because I didn't. Actually I did. Because we know that this goes on like this. We know our connector was in the front. We're spilling oil everywhere. So ours goes on like so. So when it sits down in the car, you know, the connector faces us. If that makes sense. So now we'll get a big hammer and just give her the beans. Not really. We'll push it on gingerly. I'm thinking we can probably, if that's a flat surface, we can use our old hub to give that just a little press in our hydraulic press. I want to make sure she's lined up nice and pretty. I don't think we want to take this one back off. Alright, let's go back to the press. So I've got it set up in the press. Just sitting in there in a couple press blocks. Got our old clutch sitting on top of the new clutch. I've confirmed 100%, I believe, the way it should be facing. So now we'll give her just a slight press. It shouldn't go on that hard. Damn good. Just a little handle here. Whoa, whoa. There she is, that's it. Stop when you hear the crunching. And that's it. So I just looked up, realized we're not even recording. You ever have that moment? So, recap. Gotta do a recap. I can't just... We give her a little spritz of some fluid film here, and then I stuck the hub assembly on, which is a very precise fit, and I had to take it back off for the sake of video. So that's on, spinning nicely. I should look at the camera once in a while, make sure the little red light's on, I guess. We take our snap ring, make sure she clicks. You want to hear that little click. Make sure it's in the groove. Gotta be in your groove, folks. I'm always paranoid about these things. It's a pretty shallow groove that one goes in. Okay, so here's where is the moment I realized we're not recording. Wipe up some of our smudgy prints off the clutch. So now we have to shim it. No shims is too tight. I don't know what spec is. We're gonna have to look that up. We'll see what we have in here for our shim pack. I'll just take a guess. We'll grab this little skinny fella. We'll stick him in there. Lined up. Okay. Ooh, hear that thunder? Let's find a spec and we'll check. That's probably still a little too tight by my old eyeball. Let's see. Let's look up a spec. 035, 075 mm it says. So we need to find an 035 mm, 035, so that's 14 thousandths, 14, 15, somewhere in there. Let's see what we got. Loosey goosey, so that's 0381. Let's see where she falls here.
There's two of them. Yeah, two of them.
Hey, easy now, don't be saying anything like that. There we go. That's what I knew there was two. I was doing a double stack measurement. Everybody does that. Let's see, where are we at?
So
What? So what?
Just get one that fits and be like, oh, that's good.
Well, look at our tolerance. 30.35.
I know, but you tried like 5 of them.
I know, but I'm trying to look for a thicker one.
One that just fits, and then what?
And then if it's within its tolerance. You ask too many questions. So that one is 0.508. What's 508 plus? Let's see, let's get up to our 75. So that's 50 and 25 is 75, right? Last I looked. But that one's all freaking bent up. Don't we have other field beats? What kind of tools we working with here? Huh?
What'd you do to those ones?
What'd I do to what one? I need some thicker ones. There we go. Look at these jumbos. Got some big ones. Oh yeah. 610. There's a 610 millimeter. Ooh, this gap might be too much. Let's see, let's go to our maximum, 0.75. This is a 7.6. Ooh, can't get that one in there.
Then you must be within the tolerance. You really need to test another one?
737. Yes, the people will go crazy if we don't. Here's 711. Yep. That one ain't fitting. Done. We're within tolerance. Let's tighten it down. We should probably check when the bolt's tight. Is there any Loctite over here?
Maybe you want to start the video over.
Oh, no, it's recording.
I know.
Well, I just did a little segment where I didn't have it on.
Well, you just said that you were going to check it when the bolts were tight, so you're going to check it again?
Probably not. Comes with a new bolt. There's no little washer or anything. Oh, what size is that? What's that size? That size right there, Mrs. O.
So I put it there.
Hey, did you see I got some new tools?
I just wrote a check for them. Oh, no, not those ones. You got other tools
Oh, yeah, I
too.
got some
What
other.
did you get?
Oh, yesterday I got burned doing a brake job of all things. I got. Just a minute, let me torque this.
Is that tight? Yeah.
Let me torque this to factory specs real quick. And then,
It's fast.
huh?
Oh.
Don't spill it.
that to spec. We'll go back and check the, we didn't use that one. We determined that already. It's a 559er. 559er. Ooh, that's got a little drag. And then a 610.
Can't you just test the smallest and the biggest, and if it's
Somewhere's in between.
then you're good?
No, start
Do you
thinking.
need to know?
For my own well-being. So 711 does not fit. It's within specs.
No, we
Alright,
don't even know. You did all that for nothing.
Somewhere's between.
Yeah, you want to show them your tools?
Maybe we won't.
Okay, I'll just look at them. Oh wow.
Nice, huh? Oh, show the people.
You didn't have these already?
No, I do. I'll show you what I got. I got a lot of tools we need to upgrade. What do we got here? The people want their toolbox to rock. So this is my old. I've had this since I was.
Well, if you use all these tools,
I do.
and if
Look at
they
that.
watch long enough,
This thing's damn near wore
they'll
out.
see all the tools, right?
I only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How was I supposed to? I can't. How's the guy even do a break job with this kind of stuff?
You really need more? I mean, how
Yeah.
long did you have that and didn't need any more?
Till today. Till yesterday.
No, when did you get that set?
Back when I was a buck. When I was 15
So 30
years
years
old.
ago? You're an old man, right?
Yeah. So yesterday I got burned. I was doing that Ford Escape, that new one. And I needed this little booger to put the rear caliper in. I didn't have it. However, I improvised. Snap ring pliers
How
in the
about
caliper, push and turn.
This replaced that?
Yes.
How come you didn't trade it in or something?
Why? Who gets rid of tools?
One that runs out of room.
Well, you just buy another toolbox. Thumbs up. I don't get rid of tools ever.
Obviously. Are you still working on the Honda that's out there? The CRV?
Yes.
You're still working on it?
Yes. We're still on it. Where were we? Oh. Well, these seem pretty good. Let's see, is that how they were? No, they were by the handle, weren't they? Okay, so I'll put these back. Ah, they got me. I'll put these in the Amazon store, if they're there. And if anybody's looking for some snap ring pliers. Hey, Chloe. Hey, Miss Chloe. What are you doing? Come on, get out. You know better. Come here. Come on, pick you up. Oh, pick you up. Say hi to the people. Say hi, people. Oh, good girl. Got a little grease spot on you.
Imagine. The day
Imagine.
she got a bath. A grease spot.
Huh? Oh, you're a good girl. Give everybody kisses. Give them all kisses. No, you're not a big kisser. You are. Oh, you're a good girl. Don't you just wish we could snuggle puppies all day? Alright, go outside and pee out there instead of in the office. Let's put this baby back in. Well, before we get too far, let's give her a quick check here. I'll make sure she clicks. Alright, looks good.
Who's cracking riders, man?
Alright, well the fact is, putting it back together is just like taking it apart. We're going to slip our AC compressor down in. Don't forget to put the bracket on that top bolt. Remember, I said I was going to forget, well we're not gonna. And going to slip that in, get the bracket on the bottom bolt also, but that can be done after the compressor's up in place when you put the last bolt in the lower left-hand corner of that compressor. So I'm not going to record that whole process, just going back together. Basically, I've taken a rag and cleaned off all of our AC ports on the back of the compressor before I stuck it in there, wiped them off on the lines. I've got our old O-rings here that we took off the compressor. I'm going to replace them with some new ones because they look like they've got some funk going on there. So we're going to swap those out, get the lines hooked up. Basically just, screw our O2 sensor back in, put the fans back in. That stuff's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You guys seen how it comes apart.
So in an effort to make a timely video, I'm gonna skip that part unless I come across something interesting, but that should be all nuts and bolts stuff. We'll throw a vacuum back on the system, charge it back up, and see how this new clutch works. Well, that's it, guys. Everything's all back together. It doesn't take that long throwing it together. I mean, it goes very, very quickly. So don't forget to put all your wiring, clips back into the fan shroud. Take your power steering line and give that the little tweak back up. Put your fuse box back in. I think that was it. It's pretty straightforward job. Pretty easy. Not really much there. I took him through the serpentine belt back on, waiting for the vacuum to get done. I put about a 10-minute. Gosh, excuse me. I put about a 10-minute vacuum on it there. So looks good down there. Make sure you plug it in when I get all done and not have it plugged in. So really, no advice going back together. Quite simple. Oh, put your O2 sensor back in. Almost forgot that. So that's a lot better. Let's see what we got for temperature there. I don't know if we can see it from here. It's a little tight getting in. We're just about freezing, so about 30 degrees out of the dash. I don't think we can complain about that. There you have it, folks. 06 Taurus with the classic FS10 5-piston swash plate compressor. It's probably too much information, but that's how you put the clutch on one. Or how you diagnose it, or how I diagnose it anyways. It was obvious to me that this clutch had some malfunction other than, perhaps an electrical problem. If this clutch, because some people are gonna probably hound me why I didn't go down and test it electronically. Experience tells me these have a pretty high failure rate. And two, you could see, of course, I don't know if you guys could, when this clutch sat in the car, that it did not sit straight. The air gap wasn't even. It was all cattywampus. And, I didn't have any reason to believe that the compressor shaft was bent or anything like that. What I feel is these, obviously this clutch has to pull back under spring tension. I think one of them has gone wild and just wasn't sitting even. So, we just ordered a, clutch kit for it. They're super cheap. Less than $100 at the local parts store, and I believe the compressor is several $100s. And when we reached down to engage it with a screwdriver, I could see that obviously the system had a charge on it. It was blowing cold, so that's why we went the route we did. Save the customer a bunch of money. We're kind of like Geico, saving customers money every day. What else? Took a good charge, works good. It blows just above freezing. Of course, it's only like 72 in here right now, so it's a pretty mild day as far as testing AC performance. We really should pull it out and put a good sun load on it, but I'm confident that it's going to work, because if it's sitting here idle and blowing 32 degrees, then I'm certain we're not going to have any issues. What else can I tell you? I can't really tell you much of anything else. You got to see some new tools. Got those snap ring players from Astro. I wanted to check those out. They seem to work pretty good. They're pretty inexpensive. I'll throw them into Amazon store as long as they've got them on there, so you guys can check them out. And you've seen our new brake caliper kit. I hate getting stuck without the right tool, and yesterday I almost got burned on a job. Fortunately, we were able to work around it, but I didn't want to be in that situation again. So I guess that's it. I think that's all I can tell you. I can tell you to check us out on Facebook, Google+. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that. I don't know why you haven't, but I wish you would. And remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.